Namaste and welcome back to today's episode of Mahabharata Matters. In the previous episode, we saw that after speaking elaborately with Vyasa, Narada and other rishis, Yudhishthira had attained some sense of peace. He was coronated as king. After that, he had assigned appropriate roles for everyone to assist him with the governing of the country. Krishna appreciated Yudhishthira's efficiency and Yudhishthira was eternally grateful for Krishna. Yudhishthira knew that it was because of Krishna's blessings and guidance, not only during the war but throughout their life, that they had been successful. They had sailed through the most difficult times only because of Krishna's grace. One day when Yudhishthira came to see Krishna, Krishna was in a very deep meditative state. Yudhishthira waited till Krishna noticed him. He asked him, "Where were you lost so deeply in thought, Krishna?" Krishna said, "I am being remembered intensely by your grandfather Bhīṣma. He is calling me. He is in the last leg of his mortal life on this earth. You should go with me and meet him," said Krishna. Yudhishthira said, "I'll certainly go with you, Krishna. I will go and prepare right away." And he left. Krishna asked Satyaki to get his chariot ready. Daruka, Krishna's charioteer, prepared Krishna's chariot. Both Krishna and Satyaki got into the chariot driven by Daruka. Yudhishthira and the rest of his brothers ascended their chariots. Many dignitaries also accompanied them. They all went towards the battlefield where Bhīṣma lay on the bed of arrows ever since the 10th day of the battle. Everyone got off their chariots and walked by foot towards Bhīṣma. Many rishis also came there at that time. Seeing him on the bed of arrows with so much pain, Krishna was overcome with pity for the grand Kuru elder. He said to him, "I do not know how you are bearing all this pain. You are very determined and strong-willed. Also, I do not know anybody more knowledgeable than you either. Yudhishthira has been anointed as king now, but he is very unhappy that it has caused the death of his cousins and so many other warriors of the world. Vyasa has tried to comfort him. Only you can advise him and relieve him completely of his sorrow. He wants to know about the governance of the kingdom and rule the country efficiently, just like his predecessors. No one is a better teacher than you, who has learned from the greatest of the teachers. Please advise Yudhishthira and put him at ease," said Krishna. Bhīṣma smiled and said, "Oh Krishna, are you testing me? I have lost track of time. I have absolved my debt to Mother Satyavati. I am just holding on to this breath to see your Vishwarupam. I do not know how much time I have left till Uttarayana Punyakalam. You know that I am in immense pain on this bed of arrows. And with age, my memory of what I learnt in my childhood is clouded as well. Moreover, when you, the Vishwaguru, is here, how can I dare to open my mouth to give words of advice? You are the very substratum of all knowledge. It will be so wrong for me to speak in front of you." Krishna smiled ever so compassionately at Bhīṣma and he said, "You have 65 more days till Uttarayana Punyakalam. You are not only an ocean of knowledge, you are an ocean of humility as well. I will ease you of all pain and miseries. From now on, until you leave the body, you will know no pain. Your memory will not deceive you either. It will be sharp as a sword and you will be able to resolve all questions and doubts. This is my boon to you," said Krishna. At that moment, Bhīṣma was relieved of all his physical pains and sorrows. The heavens showered flowers on both Bhīṣma and Krishna at that time. Krishna said, "Sleep well tonight. We will come back tomorrow." Saying so, everybody retired back to the palace. Next morning, everyone came back to Bhīṣma. Bhīṣma looked radiant like the early morning sun himself. He smiled at Krishna and he said, "I have no pain in my body or confusion in my mind. I do feel very alert. But Krishna, tell me, why are you asking me to teach when you can do it yourself? You are the ultimate abode of knowledge. There is nothing you cannot teach Yudhishthira yourself." Krishna said, "I want you to speak to Yudhishthira. I want you to be remembered forever in this world for imparting the knowledge to him. I want your name to be etched permanently in the history. The name and glory of a person outlives him. I want your name to live eternally in this world." Your words from hereafter will be like Vedavakyas, considered as sacred as the Vedas themselves. You will establish the code of conduct for people from now on. What you say will become disciplines to be followed for a very long time to come. Bhīṣma loved Krishna immensely. He was overcome with joy to see the love Krishna too had for him. He said, "Krishna, I am ready. Yudhishthira can ask me any questions." Bhīṣma had always loved Pandavas for their righteousness. He was eager to give discourses to Yudhishthira on many different topics like the duties and responsibilities of a king, good governance, political sciences, dharma, philosophy, and many other topics. The entire Shanti Parva consists of many fables that Bhīṣma narrated to illustrate all these principles. He spoke about Raja Dharma, the duties of a king, Apad Dharma, the codes of conduct when in times of adversities, and Moksha Dharma, the rules to achieve moksha. These words of wisdom became guiding lights to Yudhishthira for many years to come. So, what are our takeaways from this story? Righteousness always commands love and respect from others. Although the Pandavas had fought against Bhīṣma, they commanded the love and affection from him due to their values they had practiced throughout their lives. Another thing we notice here is that the Lord has immense love for his devotees. He, of course, can do everything himself, but in his Apara Karuna, infinite kindness, he grants the opportunities to his devotees. Here, Bhīṣma did not have any Kartritva Bhavana, a sense of doership. He was doing his duty of giving advice as a mere instrument in the hands of the Lord. This complete surrender to the Lord does not come easily. Only a devotee like Bhīṣma can do it effortlessly. We have to strive constantly towards dropping doership and doing our actions selflessly. With these thoughts, we come to the end of today's episode. Remember, in this series we are discussing matters of Mahabharata because even today, Mahabharata matters. Hari Om!